Colin shrugged as he slipped his glove back on. Well, it's like you said, you don't understand me at all. And why would you? Ugh, I gotta take a piss.
Wow. He couldn't...
What?
It's just really... Try and hide it. Maybe not be so upfront about it. Like, please excuse me. He's just rude.
Yes.
I don't like him at all.
Colin rocked back on his heels and swung away from me, wandering off behind a tree to take care of business. Are you okay? Yeah, are you? Yeah, I'm fine. I appreciate you pitching in for me, but that little dude can't hurt me or nothing. I'm sure you can win his silly bet. I don't know very much about anything, but I'll keep an ear out when he's around and see if I can beat him at his own game too. Thanks, Randy. No problem. Besides, Colin's just... He's just what? Nothing. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Thanks to you, he should be out of my hair for the rest of vacation, right? Our vacation. All right, finally got the damn hood open.
Wow.
What?
Just the hood.
Just the hood. It's
gonna-
hot. It's really hot.
Okay.
Hot hood. The hood.
Like, everyone
red hot.
seems to be wearing gloves, though.
Only
that?
Colin was wearing gloves.
Oh.
Who else did you think was wearing gloves?
I thought everyone was.
No. I whirled around to see a torrent of smoke belch forth from the front of the van and swallow Russell. It's a very scary game.
It's happening!
It's happening! Can you fake cough? Oh crap.
I've actually been meaning to cough this whole time, so I needed this.
Use it! You okay, Russ? I'm fine. Russell swept wildly at the smoke with both arms and shook his head. What does that look like? Man, that's not a good sign. Now let me see. What am I looking at here? Hey, Don. Your dad's a mechanic, right? You should know something about this stuff. You think you can help me out? Actually, I felt very sure that I didn't know the first thing about cars. I knew my dad was a mechanic, but once again, it was almost like I was hearing that for the first time just now. But something about the way Russell said should. Could it hurt all that much to try? What will you do?
Mate, I'm a great mechanic.
Great mechanic. Sure, I can take a look. She's so cute. Awesome. Watch out for the smoke, though. I trotted up to the front of the van, recoiling slightly from the intense heat reeling out from under the hood. It makes it hard to speak, too.
Yeah.
Careful, it's real hot. Don't touch. Too hot. Okay. So what are you looking at here? Any ideas?
It's an engine.
For a moment I had hoped Russell was just calling me over to talk to me and didn't really expect me to know what was wrong with the car. But I guess he did. I didn't know whether to feel flattered or embarrassed since I hadn't a clue what we were looking at here. Well, this is the engine block, right? Yeah. I realized Russell was holding the hood in place for me. I guess the van didn't have a prop-up bar thingy for it, and it wasn't staying up on its own either. Now I really felt guilty. He totally expected me to be able to spot the problem while he held the hood open for me. Do you think it might be the, carburetor? Carburetor? I don't think so, but maybe. It's too hot to just reach out and fiddle with anything yet, but I can check that first. This heap's old enough that it's definitely not running on a fuel injection. This heap's old enough that it's definitely not running off a fuel injection system. A fuel what system? But then I saw it. Something like a sliver of muddy color appeared and then vanished out of the corner of my eye, slipping from a spot near the back of the engine block.
It's happening.
Look, this box in the back has a... As soon as I saw the shadowy thing in that little box next to the engine, a jolt of pain shot through my head.
It's happening.
It's happening!
Ah!
I suddenly felt myself tipping forward onto the van's broiling guts. It's happening.
John!
I felt a strong arm catch me across the shoulders. Russell pulled me close to his chest from behind, and I felt his heart beating faster. His arm was pressed against my chest, so could he feel my heart beating faster too? I knew he was just trying to keep me from getting burned, but something about this embrace felt right, I guess. It felt normal.
He's my hero.
My hero. Was I finally starting to remember just exactly how I felt about him? Or was I just afraid because that pain in my head, however brief, reminded me of the eyes I saw in my nightmares?
Emma, it's happening.
It's happening.
I don't want it to happen.
It
I'm
has to
scared.
happen.
Oh. Can't they just, like, get the engine working?
And go
to
on
the
spring break?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I
It'll
want
just
to
be
happen.
a really fun, exciting game about 5 friends on spring break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those eyes, they made me scream then and burned strongly in my memory even when I couldn't seem to remember anything else. I don't know. I was afraid, but I was also glad that Russell was holding me. You okay? I don't know. Huh? I don't know anything about cars. I'm sorry, I thought I might. You know, because my dad's a mechanic and all, I guess I thought I should.
It's in your genes. That's how mechanics work.
Holy shit, I do have a wrench in my jeans! Whoa, it's okay, there's no need to get upset. I'm just glad you didn't fall and hurt yourself. Russell moved his arm back quickly to rest his hand on my shoulder instead. I wished he hadn't.
Cheeky.
I wanted him to keep holding me. I wanted to tell him that I was afraid something was wrong with me. But all I could manage to say was, I just said the word carburetor earlier because it had car in it. I don't even know what it does.
Mate, solid reasoning.
Solid.
I thought it was the carburetor too.
Yeah. It's okay, really. You should ask your dad to teach you some stuff when you get back home. Those skills can really come in handy. I mean, like now. Now they really would have come in handy. I only know so much myself. I appreciate the good faith effort anyway. I know you were just trying to help. Right. So, what is that box back there? That would be the battery. Okay, well, as soon as it cools down enough to touch it, you should look at the battery. I thought I saw something coming out of it.
It's happening.
It's happening. It was sort of purplish. Ugh, that doesn't sound good. Russell gently slid his hand off my shoulder and called out over the hood. Hey, Randy, you want to give me a hand over here? Not really, but I'll see what I can do. I had to stay calm. I had to push through whatever weirdness was going on in the back of my head so we could get through this crisis and get back on the road. With no idea of what else I could do, I wandered to the other side of the van where Danny and Jay were waiting. Hey, girlfriend. Hi. It sure sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, this blow's a fat one. Gross, Danny! Danny stuck her tongue out at me and crossed her eyes, but then smiled. At least someone was still in good spirits, even with the van busted up. But no bears yet, so it's whatever. Jay seemed much more self-conscious now that the number of girls standing next to him had doubled.
Nice.
Nice. He reached up and twisted a lock of hair around his finger, then froze and glanced over the side view mirror. He frowned and started running one hand through his hair vigorously while he groped around in his pocket with the other. Comb. I guess Danny was on the right track earlier. Jay really did care about how his hair looked. He quickly fished up a comb and was about to run it through his curls when...
What's happening?
Chickling!
What?
Wait! A sharp, tinny noise rang out from below. Oh, I think you dropped...
It's happening. Oh.
The noise was cut short by Jay's sneaker stamping down on the spot where the mysterious object had fallen from his pocket. Ah! Jay cleared his throat, nodded slightly, and forced a smile. Then he started carefully combing through his hair as if nothing had happened. I glanced down at his shoe, but couldn't catch a glimpse of whatever it was he had hidden underneath it. No, wait. There was one trace of something. I could see a rope-like satin cord, dark red and small, but thickly woven and frayed slightly with age. It stuck out from under Jay's heel and trailed off under the van. It must be attached to whatever the object was. Maybe some kind of keepsake? Suddenly I felt very guilty for prying. Danny seemed to sense the awkwardness in the air and tried to clear things up. Don't worry about your due too much, Jay. Ain't nobody to impress here.